my name is Aashi Rathod, and I'm a sophomore from California. My mentor was Dr. Jackie Novak, and the topic we chose to research on was the effects of nanoparticles encoding for Neuropilin-1 in a rat model of preeclampsia. And just a broad term for my entire research topic is preeclampsia. Okay, so preeclampsia is a rare pregnancy complication, and it can have dangerous effects on both the mother and the child. Preeclampsia is when a pregnant female has their blood pressure greater than 140/90. This complication usually shows about 20 weeks into the pregnancy. Its symptoms include high blood pressure, excess protein in the urine, and edema. However, many times these symptoms don't show up, or they can be concluded as symptoms of a normal pregnancy. That's why it's crucial for pregnant individuals to go to the doctor and monitor their health. In a normal pregnancy, the placenta gets blood from the blood vessels. The blood vessels supply nutrients through the blood and to the baby. However, in a preeclamptic mother's body, those blood vessels aren't formed properly, leading to reduced flow to the placenta. The deformity of the blood vessels can happen for several reasons, such as genetic mutations or autoimmune diseases. So I chose this topic because I've recently been interested in obstetrics and gynecology. During pregnancy, one of the most important factors is fetal health. Preeclampsia affects that critical part. Preeclamptic infants are typically born preterm, so their body weight is in the lower percentiles, which can be dangerous and cause other complications. There aren't many treatments that work effectively to ensure the baby is born healthy. The only treatment available is to deliver the baby preterm, which has its own complications. My mentor, Dr. Jackie Novak, told me she was researching preeclampsia treatments specifically for the baby on rat models. I wasn't able to find similar researches currently being done, so this topic became more interesting to me. And as I said before, I've been interested in obstetrics and gynecology, so this was a good opportunity for me to learn about it with a professional. So as I said before, Dr. Jackie Novak is researching treatments that would help increase fetal health. Pregnant rats are being tested and treatments are given to the rat pup. Weights of both the placenta and fetal weight are taken. In the animal model, we have 3 types of rats: rep rats, sham rats, and sham rats. The rep rats have received a specific type of surgery that replicates preeclampsia in humans. As shown in the image above, specific arteries are clipped to decrease blood flow, which then decreases the amount of nutrients the fetus gets. This surgery recreates the malformation of necessary blood vessels in a preeclamptic patient. The sham rats receive another type of surgery. However, the blood supply of the rats isn't altered. And the last group, the sham rats, is a control group. The drug that is being tested for improved fetal health is Neuropilin, abbreviated to NP1, which is a nanoparticle. The NP1 is injected into the rats, and the averages for fetal and placental weight is taken. The data I received was from one of the students working with Dr. Novak in her lab. Looking at the data on the graph compared to the control group, sham, the other rat groups have higher fetal weights. This can mean that the nanoparticle had a good result during this specific trial. When looking at placental weights, each of the 3 groups were around the same value of 0.5 milligrams for the weight of the pup. The weight of the placenta. It can be said that placental weight isn't the only factor for a healthy fetal weight. While it may be an important part, the graph doesn't show a clear correlation between them. The specific treatment may not focus on placental weights in particular, because the treatment's best results can be seen in fetal health. Looking at the graph's data, the NP1 nanoparticle treatment shows a high possibility to be successful in creating an infant's body weight in preeclamptic patients, as well as overall fetal health. The NP1 medicine has the highest average fetal weight for the rat's pregnancies, which helps the overall goal for improving fetal health. More trials should be conducted to get accurate results, as well as other rat groups, such as rats that have other diseases and different age groups. Before I end today, I'd like to share my experience working alongside my mentor, Dr. Novak from Walsh University. I enjoyed the time I spent learning from her because she was extremely patient and friendly. She took time to create PowerPoints to help explain this topic to me because it was confusing for me at first. I was initially thinking of doing something more biology related, but when I found out that she was researching in the field of OBGYN, this sounded more interesting. She also met with me more times than required, which allowed me to ask her questions and receive verbal responses. Working with someone established in the field of obstetrics and gynecology was helpful because I learned lots of new information and got to learn about how research is conducted. I had never written a research paper before, so this whole experience was a first for me, and Dr. Novak guided me on what information is needed in a paper. One of the struggles I faced was managing my time and keeping up with deadlines, and Dr. Novak told me to send her sections of my paper so she could tell me what to add or remove from the writing to make it easier for me to keep up with the schedule. Overall, this was such an interesting experience for me, and I can tell that I'd be interested in hopefully conducting my own research in the future. Thank you so much for listening.